Welcome, legends. Big Tar, he's already in there asking questions. Love it. How does that name? J double D double J E. Fit. Welcome to the chat. Troll Mitt, Freaking Miles. Hey mate, haven't seen you in a while. What's new? Do I loop Ikotoa or Cody? Let's get started. I'm worried about this game for those boys. I'd probably try and loop, like, if you're still holding Warbrick or you're holding someone like that. I think I'm going to avoid looping Katoa in this one. No face, the Mo. Yeah, left a little bit of Mo for you boys, like last time. SJ lad. Rugby League Roundup. Hey Jamie, trading at Hopgood, Carrigan, Thompson. I'm trading in McInnes, Madison, Tedesco. Hell yeah. Love the trade-ins. How good's that going to be? All right. Matty Keyworth. Hey, Ewan. Do I go Murray or Maddo? To trade in, I'd trade in Maddo. Captaining? Probably Murray, to be fair. What NRL team do I go for? I go for the Cowboys, mate. I'm sure you've seen, if you are new, you may not have seen the Cowboys jerseys or my singlets, but yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan. We're having a tough year after a bunch of real crackers, especially last year. No guns tonight. Yeah, they're hiding, mate. If you're lucky, if you stay right to the end, Thomas, you might get to see him, hey? What do we got here? Geez, plenty of all the boys are in here early chatting. I love that. That's so cool. Ocho said he's looking forward to live. If you get a chance, could you explain using an example with your team how the looping strategy works? Thanks. I'm new to the game. Looping, guys. So if you have a Talau, a Dewey, Sean Blaw, any of those guys that have the bye this week, you can move them around the whole round until the last game. So, for example, tonight, if you have Isaiah Katoa in your team, what you can do is pop him in the 5 spot. If you're happy with his game tonight, then you would put Talau in 4. Simple as that. That's the easiest way to do it, and that's how I'd think about it to start off this. Yeah, if you're new to the game, especially. You're the man, bruv. I brought in Walsh, Teddy, Couchman, traded out Hop, no good, Alamotti, and Warbrick. Good trade, just to know. I really think that Alamotti's a clear hold. Warbrick could even do well this week. The Seagulls have conceded a lot to that edge, so maybe they do trade to him this week. Hosking's fine, guys. What country are you from? I'm from Australia. Where are you from, Greenie? Need to know if I should pick up TPJ? No, definitely not. Should I trade in Ellie Katoa or Bird? I feel like I'm losing to the Katoa owners. Katoa's made most of his value. Now we're going to be looking to either hold him or potentially sell him. They have a buy in round 9, round 13, and 19. So plenty of different times there where he's not going to be playing, which is going to be hurtful, definitely. So especially those 2 major buys is not exactly what you want at all there. So that's that. I would be avoiding him and go for Jack Bird, who I'm super keen on. Big thank you to everyone who's popping in questions. I'm seeing hundreds of them pop them up. So yeah, thank you very much. And so many people on this stream. So thank you for taking time out of your Thursday night pre-game to check out this stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. Is there any changes to the final team list for the game tonight? Let me know. Can someone help me? Should I trade Turbo for Couchman? I'd hold Turbo this week, mate. I think Brandon Smith is a solid option, like you said, but Turbo's a hold. Let's stick with that for now. Hosking's not out, guys. Don't stress about him. There's a little bit of talk that, like, NRL.com had just said, if Garner and everyone comes back, Garner Martin, that he could be the one on the chopping block, but I doubt it. I think he's fine. Do I get Russell or Couchman? We didn't speak about Russell too much. If you need a center and you want to use a cheap guy, then that's fine. But I think Couchman's probably the way to go. If you're trading one of your cheaper guys to a Couchman or a Sonny Luke or these kind of guys, and you don't need to, potentially worth holding, to be honest with you there. Jaden, can you please stop spamming the chat? Someone get into him. Rank 9, 68 overall. What's the better trade? Hopgood to Lau equals Tedesco plus Couchman, or Hopgood plus Liero equals Moses and Couchman. I think Moses is going to be your safest one at the moment, of course, but Talau, like, he's not going to be able to help you make too much cash at all. So that's probably the better one right now for sure. Selly's starting. Is he really? Okay, interesting. I'll have to have a look in a sec. Pop that up on my screen. Hey, Jamie, do you think BMM to the couch is a waste of a trade? I would leave it, Chris, because if Couchman was a clear good cash cow, then that would be perfect, but he's not. So that's that. Pango, Jamie, loving the content, bro. Thank you very much. Hoppy, Calm Pereira plus Alamotti out. Teddy, Walsh, Couchman in. Look, I think that's pretty good. Calm Pereira has a pretty low break even still, but overall, he's not going to be someone that's going to make a ton more money. I doubt that he gets a 60 or 70 again, but it definitely is in the realm of his possibilities for sure. Team values of 12.3, rating, wanting to crack the top 1,000 after this round. That would be great. And I do really think those 3 trades would be able to help you do that. Alamotti, I'm kind of against you trading. I think that he's a little bit of a push. I think you could really use him through the Origin buy period, whereas Calm Pereira, he could be out of the team here and there. There's a few things that could happen with him to make him not the greatest option for your side. Hey, Jamie, who's a better pick this week, Murray or Madison? Yeah, we also mainly head-to-head. I missed that. Okay, head-to-head wise, Murray will score better long-term. Overall wise, Madison will be the better decision there. All right, which one's better? Lioro, TMM, and Hopgood to Bird, Tedesco, McInnes, or TMM, Thompson, Hopgood to Bird, Tedesco, Couchman? Both are going to be pretty good, man. So the first one, you get 3 kind of guns. The next one, you're obviously saving a little bit of cash there. I think you flip a coin with that one. They're both going to work out. Whichever one, it's hard to answer all these questions without seeing your teams as well. So flip a coin. I think they're good trades either way. Trading Hopgood and Thompson out, going to get Couchman and one of Frizz, McInnes, Maddo. I think my issue with Frizz, guys, is we have so many edges in this team, and unless you're thinking about trading 3 of them out, I just don't really see it worth bringing in another edge. Like, I know he's undervalued, but my main issue is the fact that we have so many edges, and you can only, in round 13, you can only play 13 players. So you're going to be missing out on 2 or 3 of those edges unless you trade them out. So yeah, what you decide to do with him. I think guys like the middles and stuff are going to be better because you're going to be moving on from guys like Murray, I'd imagine, in round 13, but that's that there. Stu, love the videos. Thank you. They helped my team a lot. This week I've gone Hopgood, Ben Murdoch, Priscilla, and Thompson for Bird, Catchman, and Hammer. What are your thoughts? I don't think Hammer's going to score very well tonight. I've said that a few weeks though. This could be the week that they do really struggle, and if South can play like they did last week, it'd be really hard to, for him to score really well, I think, in this one. And Jamie, final trades are Hopgood to Moses, Martin to Catchman, Warbrick to CNK. It's okay, to be honest. I'd probably just try and go Martin to CNK if you could do that. But that probably means you have to have a bit of cash in the bank. So it's a tough one. You could probably just give Warbrick one more crack and just do Martin to Couchman and just hold on the CNK one. I do understand, though, with that one there. Reacher, love all the content advice. Thank you. I've got Hopgood, Carrigan, Turbo to Haas, Maddo, Edwards in a work head-to-head that doesn't play the major buy rounds. Well, if that's the case, then Turbo's probably a hold, man. Haas is a clear trade-in. I think that's a definite. So if you can try and get Hopgood to Haas, yeah, it looks like you got a fair bit of cash in the bank. So Hopgood to Haas would be good, and then just one of the others maybe. That'd be cool. Brad Boy, just want to thank you for reviewing my team in the video today, Jamie. Good stuff. I hope it helped. All right, Victor, what do we got? Have a few choices for trades this week. Hopgood to Madison, Carrigan, Moses, Martin to Couchman. Yeah, all going to be solid. There seems to be all the Hopgood. So just make sure you have checked out all the videos for the week, guys. I have answered the majority of these in a roundabout way. Like we've got the trade outs and then the trade in. So if the biggest thing about this video here is just going to be making sure that you are filling out your team correctly in terms of putting enough cash in each position that you're not going to be weak in one of them. So make sure you're not weak in the center position. Make sure maybe that's just Alamotti's like your worst guy. So you at least have one mid-price to higher gun in that center position, and Alamotti would be fine. One cheaper guy in the wing fullbacks, and then a mixture of a Miller and a Walsh, a Miller and a Teddy, a To'o. Those type of guys are going to be perfect there. Making sure you don't have 2 cheapies that are like an Isaiah Katoa and these type of guys on your bench and playing this week. They're the kind of things that you want to be sorting out coming into lockout here for this one here. Other thing I really want to jump in and say is that what we need to do there is ensure that you've got the right setup. Sorry, I'm just going through these questions here. Someone wants to fix my audio. Sorry, hope it can be better. In terms of trades, that's what I was getting at. You don't want to use all 3 of your trades right now at the start of this the start of this first game. And then if something happens and a few things go wrong heading into the game 2, 3, 4, one of your players unfortunately gets moved to the bench, or one of the players is out, something happens there in that one, then what you don't want to do is get stuck with those players in your team. So really, what you should do is, if you have no one playing in this game that you are trading out or in, just leave your trade. So what I'm going to do, the 3 trades you would have seen in the trades video, what you need to do is leave them as is. That's what I'm doing now. I've reversed all that. I'm holding steady, and then I'll make my trade, for Tedesco is going to be playing in the second game. I will make that trade then, and then I will leave the other ones there as well. Okay, so leave them until it gets to their game. So if you find that you can't be on your phone and checking your team at all times, and that's okay as well. Make those trades and just hope it all goes well. But it has helped a few people out. It helped me out earlier in one of the rounds, and I know it's helped a few guys out, where you just hold steady and wait until those guys play, because sometimes you have to roll back your team. And if one of them's locked out, you can't roll back your team there. All right, so there's a lot here. What do we got here? Let's go for a few of these other ones. Do you think it's too late for Murray as he'll be in Origin? Yeah, or go Matto. Yeah, for sure. Go Matto in this one. Grant to Hines. Don't trade out Grant. Definitely don't do that. Do you think Hammer will get a 40 at least? That's enough for me, as he's replacing Warbrick or Sloan. I don't think he gets 40 this week. I'm expecting a 25 in this one. So take that as you will, but I've been wrong before with him, especially at the start of the year, thinking he wasn't going to do great, and he's been awesome. So with Hammer, don't take my advice on that one. He's coming up against the Bunnies, though. Do you think he can score a try this week? Do you think that they're going to do pretty well? I'm not sure. Having Katoa as a young fella and Nikorima in your halves, and yes, they get Jesse Brom back, but they're playing like Ray Stone and a few of these guys that are solid, but not to the standard of the Bunnies. I just think they're going to get beat. Hey Jamie, who is better, SJ or Moses? If it's between those two right now, SJ is going to be just better. He's super consistent. He doesn't have someone like Brown. SJ doesn't have Brown on the other side there to take a few of his points, take a few of his efforts there, whereas SJ just gets everything to himself. So that's up. All right. Don't have Haas yet. What else we got there? Pre-game talks are mean, Jamie. Keep it up. But how long do you reckon the Hosking train is going to go for with Martin out for now and should be back soon? There's all the talk is that Martin's going to go to the left. So until we see Garner comes back, I don't see it. But if that's the case, we can trade Hosking out. He's made over 100K. Should be playing this week, and he's worth plenty. So that's going to be fine. Walsh versus Teddy for head-to-head. Head-to-head, clearly go Teddy. Walsh probably just has the benefit over Teddy for overall, but I think Teddy has the highest ceiling, and that's why I'm going for him this week. Do you think Tupou from the Titans will be a good pickup next week with his dual position? No, I don't think so. He's too expensive, man, at 400K. Selly is starting, worth a trade. I don't think his minutes changed too much. He's probably still a 35 to 40. Cartwright, I don't think is a trade, BB. Unless news comes out that he's benched or he's out of the side, then let's stay away. Head-to-head player, Johnsy, thank you for the love. I was wondering what I should do for my trades. I was thinking either Carrigan to McInnes, Hopgood to Bird, and Cardi to Robson. Thoughts? Or DCE to Hines. If you're just doing one of them, then I think Hopgood's probably the play to one of those guns. Maybe it's Hopgood to Robson. That would be really cool. All right, what do you got here? Who do you think will win? Panthers and Knights. Panthers clearly. I'm expecting a massive score from Cleary again. Hey, we love the vids. Watch them all through on Grant to Hines, because Grant has buy around 9 and 13 and possibly get Grant later. Grant is the best hooker in the game, though. So I think it'd be very silly to move on from the best hooker when he could week to week outscore his opponents in that position by 10 points. So I do understand why, but if you can have a second good hooker to cover him in 9, that would be great. I do understand what you're talking about, though, around that. Couchman or Selly, I think Selly is going to be good. He's that tiny bit cheaper. Either way, flip a coin on that one. Positives and negatives of bringing in McInnes. Positives for him are that he should score really, really well, a minimum over the next 3 weeks. And then going forward, you expect Finucane to go into that middle rotation, because Hamlin-Ueli and also Royce Hunt, they're not that grunt middle forward, and they need that from Finucane, who was playing big minutes. So once he comes back, I think that maybe drops McInnes minutes a tiny bit, but I still think he scores really well. He has a pretty high break even this week, so you could avoid and wait on this week and see what happens if you want to, and make your decision from there. Similar with Tedesco, you can wait this week if you like, but if you think he's going to do pretty well, then that would be cool as well. Moses or Matto. We're going to go for Moses myself. Do you hold Crossland? Going too quick on the screen there for me to keep up. All right, what do we got here? Thoughts on Sonny Luke? Yeah, he's good, man. If you checked out that video I did with Scoop, he's in a good position to do well. He hasn't had 2 back-to-back good games in a row. Hopefully he can do that eventually. Hey, Jamie, thinking of Alamotti to Couchman, have Farnworth and Bird in centre with Thompson cover. Okay, just remember Alamotti has pretty good cover across the bye rounds there. Walsh or Teddy? Walshy's just got the nod for most people, but I do think that Teddy has the best ceiling and can do better. Walsh has to have a low game at some point. We've seen him from Teddy, who's the best fullback in a long time in fantasy. Then, I think you can wait for that. Thoughts on Leo Thompson to Trell Mitch? Yeah, I think it's a good time to upgrade Leo Thompson. He got a 43 last week. Money making starts to slow. He'll be fine as a good upgrade very shortly. Cardi's not a trade, BB. Matto or Bird? Matto's going to score better. Bird in a tougher position at centre. Who should play of Alamotti, Warbrick, or Alamotti or Warbrick? Alamotti safer. Warbrick could. I feel like Warbrick could get 40 or 13 in this week. Haas or Matto overall? Haas is all right because he only misses 3 games. He misses 13, 16, 19. Matto's going to miss a couple of that period as well, 14 and 18. So you get one more game out of Matto, but Haas is scoring better. Weigh that up in your head there. All right. Hey, Jamie, could you have a look at my team rank 42? Let me know what I should do. I brought in Hines. Sorry, I'm not sure where to look at your teammate, but 42nd overall, getting in Hines. It's going to be pretty good. My brother's just texting me, Sonny Luke or Hame Seli. Should I text him back to get on the live and have a watch? I'm answering this question as we speak. Thanks for taking your time to these live streams. Seems like a very down-to-earth guy. Well, thank you very much, Hunter. We'll appreciate that. Thank you. More confidence like that, guys. That sounds great. Make a man feel good. All right. Cardi is not a... Can we... All right, BB. You're getting flicked. What are we going to do? Remove. Put user in timeout. There you go. There we go. My first person I've put in timeout, BB. Unlucky. Play Sloan or Warbrick? Oh, it's tough. Probably Sloan, man. Hopgood, Carrigan, Alamotti to Haas, Teddy Couchman. Beautiful. Rocco Strawberry. Welcome back, mate. Jamie, I'm liking the stash. Thank you very much. The missus likes it too. So there you go. Thoughts on CNK as a third wing fullback? I do like him. He is an awkward price, but I think that he's going to do a good job going forward. I don't think that playing against the better teams is going to hurt him too much because he's a base stat guy. He'll run from 180, 200 meters, get his tackle breaks in there as well. I've updated my team since the team review. Care to look at it? Tell me your thoughts. Yeah, you'd have to send it to me, but I won't be able to check it out tonight. Sorry, mate. Nathan Cleary or Latrell Mitchell. Cleary every day of the week. Get Cleary in your sides, guys. Worth picking up Brandon Smith soon with him bottoming out pretty much. If he scores well this week, I think he's a buy. If he doesn't, I think he can still hold off. He's just an awkward price, and if he keeps getting 30s, it doesn't help him make any money. There is a Mrs. Jack Cheese. Yes, there sure is, Matty K. Oh, goodness. McInnes should be classed as Chespy. As a cheapie? Okay, sure. He's 580k. You can't really call him a cheapie. Can anyone let me know if he brought in Couch or Crossland? I don't know myself, Tyler. Currently, I've made no trades. As I said, I'm going to wait. I think I'm leaning towards Couch because I was looking for Crossland to get DPP. If he got the hook at DPP, I would have done it for sure, but he hasn't got it. Yes, he will get the hooker roll in fantasy eventually, but after round 12. Heard Tarpany and Tolls. Hope they come out strong. Man, I really hope that he gets a big one for you. McInnes has a rough head. Come on, don't be mean, fantasy lads. Jamie, you drink, bro? I sure do. Dolphins for the upset. No, can't see it happening. They upset Cowboys last week. They won't do it again. Lemuelu in danger with Kafusi coming back. Most likely he stays. I think he's doing a good job there. He earned the spot. Kenny Bromwich was in the middle. Felice Kafusi was named with Lemuelu. So I think that's fine. How are you going to keep? You can keep him, man. I don't see it as being an issue. Couchman over Hazleton. Yeah, I think so. Hazleton's just a little cheeky one because he's got 3 rounds to plead his case, and in this one, and potential for injuries. If there's injuries around him, then that's helpful for his minutes, for his scoring. I think it's going to be sweet for him, but we have to wait for that to happen. If he only gets the 3 rounds and he gets popped out of the side, then he's only going to make sort of 50 to 60k, and it won't be enough. All right, Jamie, you're a great bloke. Don't let anyone else tell you different. Thank you. Are you sold on Marnie? Never sold on Marnie, but he'll be fine for your team. He won't be good for my team. He'll be good for yours. Jamie, what are you having for dinner? We're having satay chicken. It's gonna be plenty of fun. We'll be eating that whilst watching the game. So we'll go for another couple of minutes here, and then I better go cook. Hey, hey, bro. You think Stags? What do you got here? I've lost your question. Sorry, boss. Jared Croker, what a man. When's a good time to bring in Teddy? Hopefully this week. I very much hope it's this week. Is it not too late to join the VIP, Jamie? No, Chris Sorensen, it is not. The prices are cheaper there. You are, if you're in line. If you join just before this game here, you're going to be eligible for the prizes this week. There's a cash prize. There's the JB hoodie that you've seen in the videos is available as well. Don't ask Jamie about money. That's right. I'll be tempted to bring him in at some point. And to keep up the good work, bro, helping us out. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys being here again. 263 of you at once is just wild for a live about NRL fantasy. So thank you. Jamie, I dare you to Captain Teddy. No way. When Cleary can get 100? No. Just to check in on your mental health with how crap the Cowboys are. I'm doing all right, thankfully. I don't base my whole week around the Cowboys, so I'm very thankful for that. All right. All right, now I've got a message from my mother, and it looks like she's got me on the television. So that's fun. Thanks, Mum. She does like to come in right at the end of these lives too, and say hello as soon as I'm saying goodbye. Jamie Legend, thoughts on Hopgood to Haas or Hopgood to Moses? Haas is most important, and then Moses from there. All right. The man, the Maverick, love your stuff, mate. That chest hair's got me good. Don't know where any chest hair is. I think I've shaved it all off. If I already have Hines in my team, should I be getting Cleary in my team ASAP, or I can hold off? You can hold off. You at least have to have one of them, I think, for sure. Who'd you trade this round? Check out the video, Anthony. Come on, man. Don't do me like that. Just watch that video. You can even skip through and check it out. We speak about it at the top. You reckon Cowboys beat the Warriors? I think it is time. Does Mother Brown play fantasy? She does not. She really should, Brad, though. Hi, Jamie's mum. Good on you, Andrew. Shout out to Jamie's mum. Let's see if she comments. Everyone just shout her out heaps, and then she might comment. Up the Warriors. Yeah, I am loving the Warriors this year. So if they beat us for the second time this year, I won't be too upset. Thinking trading out Thompson and hold Martin for this week so I can loop to Ali'i. Yeah, that's fine. Got to shout you a pint for all the tips made. A lot of talk about Hines, but not many picking him up. Why is that too expensive? Yeah, well, the Hinesy thing, we were all in on him before Cleary went nuts. So because Hines was going to be the best captaincy option, and now we've got Cleary as a great one as well. It's really hard to have two guys that are almost $1 million in your salary cap when you're sitting, 12.5 mil, 12 mil, 11.5 mil, wherever you're at. I do find it really difficult to pop both those guys in. So that's why, and especially with wing fullback and center struggling, if Warbrick and Alamotti went well last week, I think more people would have got Heinze in. So Heinze is going to be a bit of a pod play, which is going to be fun as well. All right, loving the content, my trades, Carrigan, Hopgood, beautiful. I think we've kind of answered everything, guys. There's it's really fun to get out here on this as well. Draft Stars video before dinner, mate. The Draft Stars video is out, Dusty. Go and check that out. Rocco says shout out to Jamie's mum. Enjoy your night, mate. Enjoy Heinz too expensive. Inflation is too high. That's for sure. I think I'm going Couchman over Crossland as well. I might not even make that trade just to leave this one, guys. I may leave Warbrick in the team and loop him and Suoli. Definitely an option. I could loop Suoli if I hold Warbrick. I could loop Suoli, play Suoli in the 5 or 6 and loop him with Alamotti. Or potentially play Warbrick this week and just back it up. He had the 13. Let's get him out there and do a good job. Welcome, Cam, SG. Good to have you in here. Been a bit quieter lately. Come on, get back into it. But yeah, that's my general thoughts. I may just make the 2 trades this week. So it would be Moses in for Hopgood and Teddy in for Chester. So that's it. Good luck tonight, guys. Have a cracking weekend, and I'll see you in the videos across the week. See you later.